Chicago through our friends Autumn and Lance. We actually went to high school together. He was a senior and I was a freshman. He was on the football team and I was a cheerleader, but we never really hung out when we were in the high school. So we met through Autumn and Lance and we just kind of hit it off.
Well, we actually knew of each other from high school. She was a freshman when I was a senior, and she was a cheerleader and I was a football player, but we didn't interact that much. I was 3 years older and we didn't really run with the same group of friends, but I did know who she was. I knew her name, Kelley Jones. But how we really met and came together was my best friend Lance was dating one of her really good friends, Autumn, and it was actually Halloween day of all things, and we went to a Halloween store. I went with him to a Halloween store. He was getting a costume for that night. I actually didn't have plans that night, and just so happens right next to the Halloween store was a Abner's chicken place, so we went over there and we were getting some lunch and we were talking, and he was asking me what my plans were, and I said I didn't have any plans and just gonna take it easy. And he said, well, you should go to this party with me tonight. I said, okay. I was like, but I don't have a costume. I don't really feel like going out and buying some elaborate costume. We'll have to throw something together. So we were just trying to think of ideas off the top of my head, and long story short, we came up with Cisco, and just so happened there was a Halloween store right next to us. So we went there and just bought some head paint, some shiny pants, and then I just put on a white muscle shirt to go with it. We threw it together in probably about 30 minutes, painted my head up and put on some sunglasses and put on a fake tattoo. And he drove me to this house where the party was at, and so we walked in this house, and there's Autumn, and she introduced me to the host of the party, and it was Kelley Jones. So I'm staying in the house actually where we're going to be living now. Little did I know walking into the house that was going to be my future home with my future bride, so that's a pretty cool thought, thinking about that right now. And we were all friends, and we all hit it off. Kelley was a great host. I remember complimenting on her being a good host, and we were playing flip cup and joking around and just had a good time. And then me, Kelley, Autumn, Lance, and we all started hanging out as friends for probably the next couple of months. And then one night on, I think it was a Memorial Day, on Monday, I asked her to go see the movie Unknown with Liam Neeson. And we started texting a little more and talking to each other a little more, and turned into blossom into a relationship.
Mac and I's first kiss was one weekend. We were playing board games, and we're staying up late, and everybody had kind of fallen asleep, and we were just up talking, and he kissed me, and it was great.
Proposed on Christmas Day. This was our third Christmas together, so we always open Christmas presents at her house, so I knew we'd be opening presents there. So every year I've always surprised her with some way or another. So I put an ornament in a box. The ornament said, will you marry me? So I didn't want to put a ring in a box or show anything that's not of a ring, because I knew she would know immediately. So I had the ornament in a box, and so she wouldn't suspect a thing. And had her mom in on it. Of course, I asked her for their permission prior. So her mom, we were all supposed to go see a movie that afternoon. We usually go see a movie on Christmas Day. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do. And so before that, so let's open presents real quick. So we went through opening gifts, and then I told her not to open this one. It was a little booby prize. She could open this one later.
It was a complete surprise. I had suspected something a few weeks before Christmas, just because Mom and him had been texting, and I wasn't sure what it was about. But Christmas morning, when I was at my parents' house, I got a brand new computer, and I thought, sure, that's what the texting was about. So I put that thought out of my head and didn't think about it again. And I went home, and Christmas Day for lunch, Mac met me over at my house, and we ate leftovers, and we opened presents, and I knew what I was getting because I had picked them out. And at the end of us opening presents, he said, I bought this little ditty for you, because when I saw it, I thought of you. And I was really excited. I thought it was like a necklace or something I had mentioned off of Etsy that I wanted. And when I opened it, it was an ornament. And when I looked at it, it had Kelley+Mac. And when I flipped it over, it said, "Will you marry me?" And when I looked down, Mac was on one knee. And I immediately started crying because I was so happy.
Dropped down on one knee, and then she cried and said yes.
Hey baby boy, I love you very much. I can't wait to see you. I'm so happy to be your wife. I can't wait to be your wife. And I can't wait to see how handsome you look. I love you and you make me very, very happy.
I am calm. I wouldn't expect to be calm. Everyone kind of knows me as a shaker. I get nervous real easy. I really expected to kind of wake up today, get going, and when we got the rehearsal going, just my hands be shaking, hide my hands in the pocket so they didn't see no one saw my clammy hands. My hair used to shake, but my hair is gone now, so I don't have to worry about that problem. But I'm calm, and I think that's my favorite thing about all this is that I'm calm because I know this is right. This is perfect. Everything's going exactly how it should, and I know I'm making, without a doubt, the right choice. This is perfect. I'm marrying the right girl. I fell in love with the right girl, and our lives are going to be great. They're going to be perfect, and I can't wait to start it. You know, everybody asks me if I'm ready for the wedding. I always joke. I've been joking and saying I'm ready for the beach, but I'm not ready for the beach. I'm ready to be married. I'm ready to start a family. I'm ready to have kids with Kelley and us to fall in love. And I really think, you know, everybody jokes that, you know, gonna have happily ever after, but we are gonna have a happy ever after, and that I'm very excited about that.